Hey, what's up guys? This is Tyler here, Mr. Jones Tattoo. I just wanted to give you a video that I would call tattoo education. So what I'm going to be talking about tonight is just a short video on how to guide your clients into getting better tattoos, or as a client, how to find an artist and allow them to guide you into getting a better tattoo. So I'm going to show you some examples. I'm going to show you tattoos and tell you just one short story tonight. So I had a client that came in and she wanted to get this tattoo. Kind of hard to see. She actually sent me the picture. I sort of ignored her at first, and then eventually she came in for a consult. So this tattoo, in my opinion, yeah, it's a cool picture, but to be honest, it's the type of tattoo that somebody would probably outgrow. It's kind of cartoony, like the eyelashes on the skull and the bow. I mean, art is subject to opinion, but from my experiences, I just feel like that's a tattoo that a client would outgrow. So, this client actually is an eyelash extension artist, an esthetician, so she wanted a skull because she's kind of badass, and she wanted eyelashes to go with what she does for a living. So she came in, we had a consult. She wanted to start with that on the ball of her shoulder and get a full sleeve. And depending on the work you're getting, if you have the type of artwork where you can map out and lay out a whole sleeve at once, I find that that's the best way to go. The only work that I see that looks good meshed together and kind of pieced together is the West Coast, like real soft, flowy West Coast, like Cholo black and gray. And I might be describing it, that might not be the right name for it, but in another video I'll put pictures of that and kind of give you examples. So anyhow, back to that client's tattoo. If she had got that on her shoulder, somebody might have done it and did a perfect job, and maybe she would love it. Probably not. And that tattoo probably would have been a domino effect to a sleeve of regret. Could be wrong, but I've just seen this too many times. It's kind of cheesy, it's kind of cartoony. Let's say she went to somebody that did it and didn't do a great job. Then she goes to another artist and they're like, oh, can you fix this and add on? Now you have hodgepodge, two different styles. And you know, again, this whole channel, art is subject to opinion. If you don't like what I'm talking about, you don't have to watch. I'm just telling you what I think. So, she ended up coming in and to get the tattoo, and I drew a whole sleeve. I actually laid out this whole piece. Actually, the drawing itself is on the wall. So I drew the whole tattoo to scale. So she's got her skull because she's badass. She has an eye because she does eyelash extensions. When she saw this design, she loved it. First thing she said that I remember, she wanted 2 eyes. She's like, I do eyelash extensions, I want 2 eyes. I said no. To be honest, to do 2 eyes in there, it can be done, but as a whole, like, it's not going to read as well. One, you can really like step back and get a better overall look. So I had traced her arm out. I knew that this was going to be kind of like the outer elbow, kind of the hinge of the arm. And I like these down on the wrist because if you wear a long sleeve and hike it up, it's cool. You still get to look at something neat. So she's got her eye, she's got her skull, she wanted some type of flower, and then the mandala just worked really well as another element to put in. And then all this filigree we did really, really soft. And it allowed us to tie it in with, excuse me, the inside of her arm once we got to that point. So you saw what she wanted, you saw the drawing that I came up with, and this is her tattoo. I can put a link, or you can check out my Instagram and you'll see these. So one cohesive piece. No hodgepodge, no different styles. Personally like black and gray better, color's great, but I've just kind of, this has grown on me a lot more. But really nice tattoo, and you know, I've done a lot of sleeves, and again, personal opinion, to map the whole thing out, or as much as you can, and go in that direction, it's just better. And then on the inside of her arm is another one of my favorites I've done. It's pretty cool. The lady face with the butterfly. And I love how I left all the skin in here. This isn't the best quality from my camera to my iPad, but as a tattoo artist, sometimes you just want to go in and add that little extra, and you don't want to leave skin because it looks unfinished. But when the whole tattoo heals, sometimes you're better off to leave some out, let it heal, and then take another look. You can always do another pass. These clients are coming in continuously, so I have the benefit of being able to go back. And then also you have to have confidence, because when somebody comes back to be like, oh, let's do another pass or let's add something, some people are like, what's wrong with it? And it's like, nothing. It's a tattoo. It's art. I'm adding more. So you just gotta be confident in yourself and know what you're doing. And that comes down to the drawing. Like, all the time I spend pre-drawing, shading everything in, like, I'm figuring out the tattoo on paper before skin. I don't always do that, but for larger pieces, that works best. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I feel like I've been talking too long. I hope you enjoyed it. Get a good tattoo. Peace.